Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Rachel Piper and I am here to help make Pilates accessible to those who need it. Let's just put it that way. Today we'll do a shorter tower workout. Let's start with the push through bar, and this workout could likely be done on a Cadillac, a tower, or a springboard. So I'll try not to go back behind the tower just so we have more accessibility. Go ahead and turn towards your tower, and I want you to put your feet against the bars. And for this exercise, you could sort of pull out of your back, like take your shoulders off your back, but I want you to think about being just a little bit taller and pulling your arms back into your back so you can find the muscles around your shoulder blades. And then I want you to almost pelvic tuck, push your feet into the poles, tuck your chin, and take that bar through. If you're like me, you might think, whew, I didn't get very far, and then reach up. And that's because we're starting with an exercise we usually do a little bit later when we're on tower. And this is called front push through. So take yourself back, reach the arms up, and with each one, just see if you can get a little bit mobility in the spine and use just a few more muscles. The whole goal of Pilates is to use as many muscles as possible to make you stronger, more mobile, and all that good stuff. We'll take one more up and pull it back, that little pelvic tuck. Keep your arms on your back and push through. One more reach up, stretch it, and then come back to a taller spine. Take your hand in the middle, reach one arm up, and you can come back just like this so that you can still have your arm on your back. But I want you to put your arm down, maybe even bend it a little bit, so that you're standing on your back arm like it's a little kickstand. And then I want you to lift the heart up and bring the heart down. So as we're in this, we're in a little bit of a taller twist. Then we're taking the heart up so that we're doing a twist in extension, and bring that back down. Feel anything in your shoulder, just take it closer to the edge of your mat and put it down. Now take that arm that is hooked on to the bar, pull that in so you're working the arms on your back, come up and over. And let's do that on the other side. So bring your arm down, get all those muscles working on your back. Take your arm back behind you, maybe bend it just a little bit so that when you lift your heart, you can straighten your arm a little bit. Then you can bend the elbow to put your heart back down. Lift and come back. We do not do enough twisted extension, which is good for those with osteopenia and osteoporosis and all of us just in general. Bring your arm back, then scoot yourself forward if you need to. I'm actually going to cross my legs for this exercise. You can go back beyond, but I'm trying to make this accessible for those who have a springboard and also those of us who need a little more space because we have abundance. I want you to reach up, weight your hips, and reach across, push up and twist. So a little bit like saw, except for we haven't gone into extension yet. Just breathe here, one breath, then come back up, put your hand on the other side, twist the other way. What I want you to check in your body is when you twist, are your hips twisting with you or are they staying straight? And if they are twisting a little bit, that's okay. We do need a little twist down there too. Bring it back. But if it felt like they were twisting a little bit too much, you can move yourself a little bit forward if you need to on the next set. So reach the opposite arm up. You'll come across and then you'll sort of put your heart down so that you're going into flexion. So reach up, you're in a twist. Take the low part of your back backwards away from the tower. Then come out of it and come out of that twist. and then the other way. So wherever you want to hold on your bar, that makes the most sense for you. So first we're twisted, then press through the legs, reach your low back backwards as you twist, just a little saw variation. Last breath, and then you can come out of it and release. If you have a springboard, the next exercise, you can put your feet against a wall, or if this doesn't work for you because your legs aren't as long as mine, you can always use a wall. But we'll do a bent leg shoulder bridge variation. So when you get into this one, pull your bar down and then scoot yourself forward so your tailbone is underneath your bar. And this is going to be different from everyone, but your feet being on that back bar or being on your springboard or a wall is really, really important. You're going to press in with your feet to come up into your bridge, but let's start small. Press your feet in and just lift your tailbone a little tiny bit and then bring it back down. And then lift the tailbone a little bit more and bring it back down. So now we're stretching everything out. If you felt tight on that first exercise, you might still be feeling that way, but we will work it out by the end of class. And now you can lift a little bit higher, maybe mid-range, and then bring the spine down. And you can even rock your tailbone towards your mat and then come back to tall spine, go through, go up just a little bit higher. See how this feels for you. Wherever you want to stop, you get to stop. Now we'll go all the way up to whatever your top spot is, pressing those feet in, which is really important. Lift up, up, up. Get those nice strong arms. Press the arms in as you come down, nice and slowly. All the way down. You can rock your tailbone toward the mat if you want to, then come back to tall spine. We'll do 2 more just like that, lifting up and coming down. So this little set here is meant to be, I don't know, just a feel-good session. Trying to move through the spine nice and slow. So a little slow flow. Now we'll go up, we'll add a little bit of a challenge if you want to. Once you're up, you get to take one leg off, and it's up to you if you want to reach it back and kick 3 times. And maybe you touch your bar, maybe you don't, it's okay. Then we'll come back down before we go up to the other side. Using the arms on your back, pressing your legs into that bar. Come through tall spine, lift up to your top spot. Really get that opposite leg steady. Go back and reach. Back and reach. One more. Replace that foot and then come down nice and slow. And then when we come down, we can come out of this one. So I usually just take my hand and split my legs and come up. You can come up any way that you can. Let's turn around and we'll do a few variations of our teaser. And if you don't like teaser, you can turn around and put your roll down bar on and do some roll downs. Okay, let's get into place. Knees bent, unless you really love to do it any other way. Just take the bar up and over. And if you have a springboard, you may only be able to go to here, and that's okay. So I'll just mimic that. Arms are straight before you tuck the chin and roll yourself up. That's really important. On your way down, keep the arms straight, find the muscles on your back before you land your head and take the bar over. One more like that with bent leg. That way, if you choose to stay there, you can choose to stay there. And come down, land the head, bend the arms. Now you can take the legs straight, or you can take one leg straight and keep one leg bent. I'll do one variation of this one. As you go up, your leg's gonna go up with you. So think that your toe and the top of your head are connected and they go up at the same time. So when you tuck your chin, you slightly lift and you come up. Maybe you hug your legs together. It's a little high. I like to have the toe at eye height. And then as you go down, again, those two spots are connected and you land. Okay. Now, if you want to do that with straight leg, we're going to do one more. So as you come up, the leg gets to come up. Your opposite leg, if it's reaching away from you, is reaching away from you as well. And then you come back down. And I guess I just showed there's always an option for you to do a one-arm teaser. Let's go to the other side. We'll do one with bent leg, or you can do both of yours with straight leg. As you come up, you lift the leg, see what it feels like on this side. And then as you come down, see if you can time your head and your heel touching at the same time. Straighten the leg if you want to. One leg comes up, 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 and then it comes down, reaching the opposite leg away from you. When these land, you can bend the arms back and come forward. You can do anything that we just did. Otherwise, we'll try one variation where the legs go out with us, and then we'll do the full long leg teaser. So as you pick your head up, I want you to look at your feet, then push the bar up and take the legs out. As you come back, keep your eyes on your feet, and then you can put the head down. You can repeat that, or you can follow me and reach the upper inner thighs together as much as you can, or maybe your heel connection. Lift both feet and your head to come up into teaser. And then your legs come down with your head. Heels and head touch at the same time. Okay, let's go ahead and come up. We'll take that bar off. Well, we'll take the spring off. We'll keep the bar on. Put the bar there, no spring at all. If you don't have sticky socks on, you may want to change that a little bit. Putting your hands here or even against your springboard, just like this, so that you have a little bit of a bend is a good place to start. Otherwise, you can start a little farther out. We're going to take the bar and we're going to put our feet up on this bar right here. Okay? When you put your feet on your bar, you can be in a wider Pilates V if you have abundance in your lower belly, like me, and you want a little more flexibility, or your heels can be together. You'll bend the legs in and reach them up. Now, a lot of times people say that your tailbone should be reaching down to the mat. Sure, it depends on your body shape. That's an option. But if it's lifted a little bit, that's also okay. So your arms can be down for this one if you want to practice like a jackknife or a rollover. Otherwise, you can push your hands against the bar if you have a springboard, or you can wrap your hands around. Straightening the legs, you're just going to lift your tailbone a little bit and bring it back down. If you remember our shoulder bridge, this is very, very similar. So you get to lift up a little bit and come back down. And again, if you want to bring your hands down here, it will be a little bit more jackknife. Engage the muscles around your shoulder blades to lift and come back down. If you felt anything in your neck, just bring the arms back here. But we can go up a little bit farther, maybe all the way, and then come back down. And we'll just do one more like that. It's just a super fancy shoulder bridge called a variation of tower, and then come back down. We'll do one more, which would be the tower variation. Take the legs up, you hold here, then you bend the legs and reach them away. So think about this being a hamstring curl and not just bending your knees. Last one up, and then bring the spine down, 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 and that goes overhead. Now we'll turn it around and we'll put a spring back on for a little bit of swan. You can do any variation of swan. It doesn't actually have to be with this bar. If you like the mat version, or you just want to put hand, forehead, and keep those together, you can just lift up into extension there. You can also go to a wall and lift your heart up the wall and bring it back down. So this is not mandatory. I'm going to take this off so it's close, but you don't hear a bunch of weird sounds. All right, come to your belly and open up that hip space. I like to lift my legs to do that, and we'll start with an exercise we like to call baby bird wings. The head goes down, and you're going to pull the elbows behind you, allowing your head to just be there. And then could you lift your heart by using the muscles on your back? And then could you straighten your arms? Bend the elbows, lift the heart. And here, if I want to lift a little bit more, I have to engage my booty and press my feet into the mat. So don't think because we're lifting the heart, you don't have to use your legs. We want to use as many muscles as possible. Now, hold the bar here. Reach your head toward the bar. The bar might come towards you a little bit. Lifting up, your heart comes up. So this is straight arm swan. Then you put it all back down, sequencing it down, taking the head down. Then reach it away to lift it up and come back down. We'll do one more like that. Lift and come down. If you know and like full swan, you can do 2 with me. For that, you put the 2 pieces together. You bend the arms back, but at the same time, you have to be able to lift up and take the arms up and come back. If it felt like you were way too close, you can always inch yourself back. I was maybe an inch too close. That's okay. We can always do it again. Okay? All right. So you bend the arms, reach the feet down, lift the heart up, push the bar up. As you come down, you want that control. Arms on your back so that you come down and press that bar away. Go ahead and lift that up. And we'll come up and I'll put my little thing back on here. So you can round your back. Let's go ahead and put that bar away. And you won't need your roll down bar for this exercise. We're going to do some leg spring stuff and then pretty much be done. All right, we haven't hit side bend yet. And I know it would have been very easy for me to add mermaid with the push through bar, but we're going to do something a little bit different because why not? Why not? I like interesting, fun things. So get that hooked back up and you'll sit right on the edge here. And you might need to take your leg spring up a little bit. Depends on how tall you are. So you'll sit on the edge and then you'll take your inside hand and you'll put it through your strap like this. Then you're going to scoot over. So that's right in the middle of your head. Okay, so think that your elbow is about right here and this is here. Lift that up and then this hand's going to go on top and then the elbow gets to come out. Now my head is a little bit that way, but that's okay. I want to get a little bit more up and over. If I'm too far away, it can just be a lot. So you're aiming to have this a little bit in front of the head, but definitely if I brought my nose up, this would be behind it. So using both arms, lift your head up, come up and over, and you see this spring is going along my forearm there, or like the lower part of my arm. That's what we want. So lift up and come over, and then resist it back up and over, and lift it back up. See if you can keep both hips equally weighted, up and over, and up. One more. So that would be 5 total. And then we'll put that spring down, put it back to where you want to do your leg springs. That's also going to be up to you. And we'll go to the other side. So you get to shake it out a little bit. If you're on a springboard and you're pretty low and it feels like a lot in your hip flexors, just take a reformer box or any kind of box and you can actually just pop yourself up off the ground. You can sit on a barrel. Just take your spring a little bit higher. That way you have the same idea and you don't feel it in your hip flexors. So we'll come over here and we'll find the middle of our heads right here. Then we'll bring that up and do the fist. Put this fist over, then the elbows go out a little bit. We lift the head up, we come up and over. So that spring is going along this arm. We lift up, come up and over, and come back. So imagine, keep going, imagine the space between your lowest ribs and the top of your hip. Whatever space you have there, you want to try and keep that as you go up and over. And that right there, friends, should be 5. Maybe there was a bonus. It's okay. And then we'll lay down and we'll do a little leg spring and we'll be done. So we did a little extension, flexion, twisting, and then that right there, friends, was lateral flexion, otherwise known as side bending. So we've hit every body shape. You can take your arms down to the mat against your board or holding these poles. Take the legs straight down and lift them up. Your range is up to you. And we won't be lifting the hips. So if you need a little head pillow, you can absolutely grab one and just have it right behind your head. Otherwise, you could maybe even put your hands back behind your head if you can still connect and not slide. I slid a little bit, so that means I need to use my arms to work a little bit more. Last one down and back up. Now let's take the legs out to the sides, take them down and bring them back up. Everything from hip up is nice and steady for us, isn't it? Or at least that's what we're trying to do. As we do the next 2, think about breathing your breath wide into your ribs and back into the mat a little bit. One more. And then we'll switch directions. You'll go down, out, and then pull that back up. Down, out, and pull up. Next 3, breathe wide, breathe into the back of the mat. Stretch everything out in your upper chest, which is nice. Last one. And then just a little bit of scissor. So take one leg down, pull the other leg back. So lose some spring tension if you can, and that's okay. Actually, it's good. So that means you're able to pull that leg in a little bit more, get a little more stretch on the back side of the body. Last one, then take both legs down, hold yourself there, pick one leg up just a few inches and switch. Just a few inches and switch. 5 on each side. 2 more. Keep the legs down there for this last one. Both legs come down, they go out to the sides and back in. Out to the sides and back in. And it doesn't matter where you are. You could be halfway up, that's fine. You don't have to be heel touching the mat here. Last one, then bring the heels together, bend the knees in so that you're in frog position. Reach the legs out and come back in for 5. Two more. We're almost done with our nice little flowy workout. Only push through bar, only leg springs. Who knew? Take that in, and then you can take those off or you can stretch. We have one more thing that we're going to do before we end. You'll come to the middle of your mat, and if you know these side exercises, you can absolutely be on the back side of the mat for this. But since I don't know who's going to watch this, we're going to do it in the middle. So we're going to take the back spring, which is another reason why being in the middle, if this is your first time, is good, because then you can line yourself up. So you're in a straight line from your tailbone to the top of your head. Your eyes are going to look forward. The spring is going to go on your top leg, and your front hand can go anywhere that's comfortable. I like to bend the bottom leg, but you can do whatever you want to. You'll sweep the leg forward, looking forward, so that you stay in a straight line, then take it back behind you. If you can keep the hips stacked as much as possible and keep yourself in a tall spine, that's great. If you're feeling like you want a little extension and a little flexion into the exercise, that's also your choice. So you can do whatever you want. All right, take one more and back. Then we'll take it at an angle and we'll externally rotate, which means that the thigh opens up, the toe points upward. Take that up, flex it down if you can without losing your spring. Up, down, up, down, which is kind of the name of the exercise, up, down. I think we're aiming for 5. So let's do one more just in case. And then come back to this parallel position. Take your hand to your thigh. Lift your arm and your leg and bring it back down. This is a star variation that I do all the time and I love it. We'll do 3 up. Now this one, just be a little careful, especially if you're on the back. Your leg and your arm go forward without you moving your spine, and then you bring it back. Forward and bring it back. It takes actually a lot of muscle to do this. And back, then arm's gonna go forward, leg's gonna go backwards. So reach back behind and come forward and bring it back to center. Forward, arm, leg, back. On this last one, if you want to do a little extension stretch, you can take a breath there. So you come here, you lift your heart up, maybe not twisting, lift, 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 and then bring it back. Then bend the leg in, and you'll take that off, and we'll do that on the other side. So you get to turn over and still be in that middle position. See if you can line yourself up and find your leg spring. And then like I said, I like to pull my bottom leg in for this one, especially for the star variation if I know I'm doing it. And then realign yourself so that you're looking forward. In parallel position, you'll sweep forward and come back behind the body as much as you can. If your hip starts to tip back, then maybe you sort of put your hand here and allow your hip to go forward a little bit, just so you can keep yourself stacked. So, like I said, we're aiming for 5. I feel like this is number 5. So then when you come here, you're going to turn into that external rotation, toe goes up, take it up, flex it down. That same concept of trying to keep all the space right here is still something that we're aiming for. So only go up as far as you can try and maintain that space. And back, and then come into that parallel, bring the body in line. We have our first part of star variation. And 1. It's easier to do this when I can actually see myself. And then arms and legs go forward. So this is kind of the crazy one. Like, am I gonna fall over? And then forward. It's a lot more work in your upper body and this arm than you think. And then opposite, arm goes forward, leg goes back. Pull it back to center. Arm goes forward, leg goes back. And on this last one, if you want to do a little extension, you can take the leg back, lift the heart, and then pull it all back, bend it in, take that spring off, and we are all done. Okay, thank you for joining me. If you tried this, let me know in the comments, and definitely the more you all hit like on my video and share with your friends and save these and everything like that, the more opportunity and more time I will definitely spend just coming down here and kicking out a workout. This one wasn't planned. I did what felt good in my body, and I always love it when people do that in their bodies as well. But sometimes we just need a little guidance. You want to just pop on a video and let somebody else tell you what to do. So if you're following along and you liked it, again, please like, share, save it, and I'll continue to create these videos. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.